Good morning, everybody. My name is Bobby. I am a channeler, seer, guide for humanity and these new energies that are coming forth. I often on my channel, on my YouTube channel, will post up a whole heap of videos that I have created, channeled through oneness. So just a little bit of the background on me for YouTubers, because I haven't actually ever gone live completely just to YouTube. I usually go live restream, which does Facebook and YouTube, or just Facebook in itself. But this is my first one-off, just YouTube. And I thought I'm just going to keep doing it on YouTube for a while and gather my momentum with people that I know. So here goes. This energy update, I channeled quite a few messages. Well, I've channeled a few messages on the DNA activation of people that is going to be coming up for us soon, and I'll explain a little bit about that in a mo. I'm not going to wait for the chat bar because I'm not sure if I'm big enough yet to get people on the chat bar, so I'll just go with what I'm doing. But I have just uploaded a new oneness channeled message on my YouTube this morning at 6:30, so it was half an hour ago, and it's a very profound message. All of these oneness messages are me tapping into the perspective of becoming source energy, and then it's like a download that comes through me and helps guide you guys from that perspective. There's many truths in this reality, and it depends on the perspective that you're coming from that creates the truth. So because I've had an experience back in 2020 of being with oneness completely, and how that felt was acceptance, absolute acceptance and love for everything. That it was a journey, that it was adventure, but just pure acceptance that I was the creator of everything. It was like seeing through the eyes of the creator and walking down the street and going, oh my God, I've created all of this. I've still got those lingering feelings from all of that. So I can easily tap into that perspective and download or gather the information or the wisdom that oneness or that perspective wants to share with humanity. So on my YouTubes, you'll see, I think there's about 6 or 7 oneness channeled messages. There's also Codes to a New Reality, which is a series of, I think now 28, including a meditation to connect with oneness. That they happened 2 years or 3 years ago now, over the span of 2 years, where I was woken up, and once a week they would upload a message to me. I would get really excited about how profound it was and start creating these videos. So then the rest of the week was me creating the video, and then I'd upload it, and then they would download another message, wake me up early hours in the morning, and I would do it. The whole procedure would start all over again. So it took over 2 years to put the Codes to a New Reality together. And now I am also doing quick snippet lives on my Facebook, and I'm doing a talk 5D and beyond with 3 other beautiful ladies. That's changing. Like, I'm the main person in that, and the platform changes. So we have all different types of speakers coming on and giving their perspective. We have specific titles. So the next week, which is actually tomorrow morning, we will be going live on Talk 5D and Beyond. That's another channel of mine. And that subject is on the new children that are being born and have been born for the last especially the last 20 years, these new vibrations, but definitely indigos have been going for about 50 years and more. But then you've got the crystals, the star seeds, the rainbows, and they're just frequencies. Everybody has a little bit of everything, but these new frequencies are coming. We will speak about that tomorrow anyway. I am going to now channel and probably even give a general overlook at the energies happening today. Let's go into my channel message. So I wrote this down last night. That's why I decided to go live with it today. Channel message, 11th of June, 2021. Within humanity's DNA are sleeping codes, awoken by the new vibrations streaming in from the sun. Each and every frequency touches the genetic makeup of your bodies and ignites the very DNA most thought to be junk. When this happens, your link to more consciousness is remembered as you start to notice things like repeating numbers and coincidences while you're awake, or dreams that feel very real. You're entering new frequencies and realities, and you're bringing them through into this reality. Some of you have been coming from straight from other higher frequencies and other planets, and you're bringing those and remembering those frequencies a lot more with these DNA activations, because the DNA activations are activating your soul, your connection to your soul, and that is helps you remember, because that already holds that higher perspective of observing reality and observing the reality you are now as a human. That holds all of these different frequencies that you used to know about anyway. And each and every one of us has different stories, but we're remembering. This is just the beginning, dear humans. This is only the start of your authentic magnificence, realizing just how powerful you are with this new connection to awaken this valuable DNA code, but in reflection, knowing more of your unlimited reality. So that was the message, and I kind of diversed there a little bit in the middle because I was getting a channel message as I was going through it. But definitely it is to do with this. As your DNA starts to ignite, your neuron paths remember and start to form new neuron paths and ignite, and so you're awakening up your brain. So you know how they say we only use 10% of our brain, 10% of our DNA, and we actually only see 10% of the universe out there, outside of ourselves. I don't know if that's a percentage, 10, I'm just guessing there. What they're telling me is when that stream of energy comes through, it will go through us, activate the DNA, activate the remembrance, and the new neuron paths will start forming in our mind, activate the connection to our souls, and that strong connection and remembrance of where we come from. We're bringing those energies through on earth, and each and every one of us who are light workers, who are souls that come straight from these higher frequencies, are then becoming that. We're feeling into it. Once a vibration hits you, it hits Earth, it hits Gaia herself. Other humans that have been trapped in this loop of limitedness for eons, life after life after life, are starting to feel these new energies. It may be frightening for them for a while, so please be patient with them. They might be in denial for a while, so please be patient with them. But then eventually they will awaken up. This is a beautiful moment, beautiful time, and the more that you step into as light workers and awoken ones that would be watching any of this, the more that you step into who you are authentically, they start to see that you're supported, that you don't need the support of outside human leadership, which only comes from their own limited perspective, that you're supported by way more than that, by your soul's connection, and your happiness is guided through your intuition as coming back on board. They see that you're happy, that you like your life, that you're excited for this new steps and everything. So you awaken other people by how you are. So that was my profound message for this morning. Just to give, and I also did an energy update too on my Facebook Live. I actually uploaded that. That was a quick one that was in my car. So if you go on my YouTube and see this very quick message that I was in my car, I was just traveling, around, and then this huge message come through me, and I'm like, oh my God, I have to go live. And so I just decided there and then for the first time in my car to do a live. And I really have a strong feeling that these things are not going to stop with me. So I'll just keep bringing them through as I get them. Energy updates. I've learned a bit about tarot cards, and I love watching the tarot readers. They've been helping guide me, to tell you the truth. And many messages have come true that they've said. The Hermit was one of them. It's been quite a few. I'm not very good with remembering names, but I do remember her because she was an Australian like me. And many of her messages have come true. I'm going to jot down some of these tarot readers' names that I've been following that are very good, so I'll share them with you guys and have a look. I mean, you have to follow your intuition, but everything that they've said so far has come true for me. And that's because I'm too close to my own realities, so I like to get guidance from somebody else for my own reality, because when you're shedding and doing shadow work and all of that stuff, which I just went through like 9 months of that, it's nice to get other people's guidance as well. So let's get into energies for today, for the collective. Let's go for light workers, and because that's really who I talk to mainly. Light workers and those that trip over this video. Let's do that. Okay. So we've got a couple of. So the couple that has come through is change and the dream. So change to me is what they're showing me, and they've shown me this before, where when change happens, and this is why humans get very, I'm just going to hold on to my reality, it feels safe here, I'm just going to stay here. When change happens, if we become more aware of who we are in this present moment, it's like slipping into the eye of the storm. See how there's like a storm going around here. When change happens, if you cling on to your mind, and your mind will start playing games, because it's like, I don't know what's coming in the future. Oh my God, I'm going to cling to the past. What happened in the past? Crap happened in the past. I don't like that, because why would you shift? You would shift because you want to get out of the crap, right? So what they're showing me is, see the storm that's happening. If we go into the center of the storm that is going into the moment, if we're living from the moment and we're really coming present into ourselves, and we just go, you know what, none of that's happening to me right now. Right now I'm, for instance, doing the dishes. Right now I'm talking to my children. Right now I'm doing something else. Try to get rid of that mind crap. That is the storm that's going on around you. It's easier to allow change to happen with you rather than at you and be thrown at you and you get frightened. And also the dream to me is like the illusion card, where we can sit down and we can go, oh, I wish this would really happen. When's it going to happen? Oh, it'll never happen. And when you do that, when you're sitting down and you're thinking, oh, I'll never get that. That looks too beautiful. Then, of course, you're going to confirm those that to you. So you end up not receiving or even seeing the signs of you receiving what you actually wish. So what I would do here is just sit back in yourself and say to self, okay, this is what I want in my future. I'm going to imagine or dream up the story. Now I'm going to let it go and trust that reality will bring it to me. And I'm going to sit in the moment here and allow this shift, this change to happen so that my dream comes into fruition. And that's how it happened for me. So I ended up leaving a not so good relationship. I ended up doing all the shadow work, pouring all the love back into myself. And then I ended up actually watching these tarot card readings and dreaming of what they were saying of this beautiful man coming into existence for me. And then I let it go. And I went, you know what, I don't know how this is going to happen. And then one day, 9-10 months later, I just had a pull to go online on a dating site, just had a pull. I actually went on a couple of them and I felt after 24 hours, no, this isn't the right one, and pulled myself off. Did it all again, you know, put your photos up, put the profile up and all that sort of stuff. And then 24 hours again on the second one. No, this didn't feel right. Take it off. Maybe I'm not ready. I'll just sit here. It doesn't matter. I'm just following my feelings, and mistakes can happen. It's okay. Allow the mistakes to happen. But it was giving me that drive to not be afraid to go online again. And then I went on another line and I thought, oh, this feels good. I was only on there for 2 weeks and I've met my man. And he is exactly what I was told by the tarot card readers and my shadow through the shadow work. So you have to let it go. Trust your intuition. Trust that when you're ready, it will happen. Do the shadow work. Keep pouring the love back into yourself, and just sit back and wait for that change to happen, and miracles can happen. My man is beautiful. He's a lovely guy. You know, to me, he's a caring, giving, gentle, nurturing, very giving person. And so I'm very, very lucky. So that's my message for today for you guys for the general reading. I'll go now because I can hear my children waking up. So till next time live on YouTube, I'll keep doing these. It doesn't matter if anyone watches, if 2 people watch, I do not care. The message is the message. When you get it, you need it. And I know many of us are awakening at the moment. So blessings. Love you guys.